What's up, everybody, and welcome to BioS3 Raw TV. Today we're going to talk a little bit about, since you guys have been asking for it, actually over and over again you've been asking for it, Anavar, the brand name Anavar, drug name Oxandralone. Now, before we delve into this, I just want to say, I am not promoting that you do anything illegal and use this if it's not legal in your country. If it is legal in your country, then by all means, you want to give it a shot, go right ahead. Now, Anavar was made to be one of the low side effect steroids. It's an oral steroid, and it is most notably used to gain strength or used right before competition as you're in a leaning out phase. It actually helps you harden up, supposedly. Now, some people get this effect, some people don't. It's also widely used by women, and for some reason it's got this, I don't know, legendary status of not messing up women as bad as other steroids do. Now, to a certain point I agree with that, but let's kind of go backwards a little bit. Anavar has been around for a long time, and the original company, I believe it was Searle that came out with it, had actually had 2.5 milligram tablets. Now, the reason why the milligrams are so low is milligram for milligram, it's a very powerful steroid compared to Anavar 50, which would be 50 milligrams per tablet, on how it works with the body. And it does have liver toxicity. It's still liver toxic, a C17 alkylated steroid, which can still cause liver toxicity in high amounts. But you didn't need very much of this stuff to get great results. And I know this for a fact because if you go back to when I was young, when dinosaurs roamed the earth and when Fred Flintstone was riding around, they had real Anavar. And people were taking like 5 or 10 milligrams, guys, getting great results, getting bigger, getting stronger, and the stuff worked. Nowadays, I'm hearing of all these girls that are taking 20 milligrams, 15 milligrams, and I'm sitting there saying to myself, if you were actually taking 15 or 20 milligrams of a real Anavar, you would be having some crazy side effects. You would have facial hair, deepening of the voice, you would have all kinds of crazy stuff going on. And guys, like 50 to 100 milligrams of Anavar a day. There is no way, guys, that you are taking 100 milligrams of Anavar. First of all, you don't need that much. So you'd be able to take 10 milligrams and get results. Second of all, what you guys don't understand, and I keep trying to explain it over and over again, it's not getting through people's thick skulls, is Anavar is very, very expensive to produce. Anavar and Primobolan are the two most expensive steroids in the world to produce. So if you're able to take 100 milligrams a day, you're looking at, for a 10-week cycle, like over $1,000 for a 10-week cycle. And these guys are paying like $150 for 100 tablets of 20 or 50 milligram tablets. Here's the thing. You don't have real Anavar. It is not real. Open your eyes and just think for 1 second. If it costs so much to produce, why are you paying so little for it? I do remember there was a pharmacy called Signature Pharmacy that was down in Florida, I believe. It did get busted. A friend of mine was getting his hormone replacement therapy, and this was only a few years ago, from them. He would get his blood work done, the doctor would prescribe him certain steroids, and they would send him a list of things that they had. One of them was Oxandralone, Anavar. Now, this stuff for 100 capsules of like 10 milligrams was $800. Okay? I highly doubt Joe Blow down the street who works at the gas station and tries to spend his day in the gym all day trying to, not that there's anything wrong with working at a gas station, who tries to spend his day in the gym trying to be a pro bodybuilder, who doesn't have any money to begin with, is paying $800 for a cycle of Anavar, plus his testosterone, plus all the other crap that he's in, plus supplements, plus a gym bill, plus food, all that. There's no friggin' way. Especially these black market tablets that are out. It's just a hit or miss whether you get anything real, and I haven't seen anything real yet, except down in Mexico, they still produce by Atlantis Labs, I believe the lab is Extendrol, Xtendrol, Extendrol, which is 2.5 milligrams of Oxandralone, and they still make the 2.5 milligram tablets. Why? Because it's real, because it's powerful, because it's legit pharmaceutical, actual Oxandralone in the product. And these things for 50 tablets, well, they actually came in 20 tablet boxes in a blister foil pack, was like $50 for 20 tablets, 2.5 milligrams. You do the math. To be able to take enough of this stuff by your standards of 100 milligrams, you'd be spending like $1,800 for a 10-week cycle on it. There's no way. There's no way it's legit. So be aware, first of all, you guys, that if you did take Anavar, you don't need that much, if it's real. Second of all, it's expensive. It's very expensive. Now, when I talk about the women taking it, here's what usually happens. Some bodybuilding boyfriend or some coach who used to be a bodybuilder, is a bodybuilder, says, women can take Anavar, Anavar's safe. Where he get this notion, I don't know. He's probably an idiot to begin with. But he's going to give his girlfriend this Anavar. If you're giving your girlfriend any of these hormones, you should stop and think to begin with. Because if this screws her up, you're going to regret it in the long run. I absolutely promise that you will. And they're going to give their girl 15, 10, 20 milligrams of Anavar. And more than likely, one of two things is going to happen. If there's any steroid in it at all, she's going to get side effects. Okay? And that means deepening of the voice, facial hair, etc. If nothing happens at all, you get duped into paying a shit ton of money for a sugar pill, which doesn't do anything. So either way, you're fucked. Now, I was talking to someone at the Arnold. It was a female friend of mine, competes in figure, and we were talking about some of the girls who were using the drugs, and the statement she made was, they're really pushing the Anavar too far. Now, pushing it too far, depending on who you are, has different meanings. To me, pushing it too far means you're taking too much of the actual drug. But these girls who are pushing it too far are actually taking black market underground, because there's no way everybody's going to Mexico, which is the last place that they're being produced on the earth to get that real Anavar. Black market Anavar that has something else in it. Whether it's dianabol, methandrostenolone, or Anadrol 50, which is oxymethylone, or Turinabol, or Winstrol, or whatever is in that product, it is not Anavar, and it is causing girls to get big muscular virilization effects of the jaw, making them look funky while they're taking this. And you know what happens? Their boyfriends are still feeding it to them. Their coaches are still feeding it to them. They're so worried about winning that plastic trophy that they're taking these drugs and screwing themselves up, and they're not even winning still. Half of these girls that are on the drugs are not even winning. I'm watching girls that are literally 100% clean blow these girls off the stage because these girls are being fed stuff that they don't really understand what it's doing to them, and they don't see it because it's gradual, and they're turning themselves into something that doesn't have that shape, doesn't have that form, doesn't have the look they want, because they're relying on a drug that's been given to them by a guy who doesn't know what they're doing, or a girl who doesn't know what they're doing, and it's screwing them up. And it's sad to watch. It's sad to see. So, guys, girls, think twice before you invest in your Anavar cycle, because I can almost guarantee you 99% sure it's not real. And if it's Oxandralone from Mexico, then it is real and you don't need much of it. 2.5 milligrams would be plenty for a girl. 10 milligrams for a guy is plenty. biologistreetraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below. www.biologistreetraining.com is the blog. And we're out.